galleries, and that no photography or filming is permitted while Youth Parliament is sitting. I now call upon Noor Randhawa.
Kia ora, sasri akal, good evening. Madam Speaker, they say a child miseducated is a child lost. So then why is it that our accessibility to civics education is such a hefty cost? That when elections come and democracy is in play, a third of that democracy is left to just blindly obey. We have over 800,000 youth in Aotearoa. That's a third of our nation, and day in, day out, we're told we're the leaders of tomorrow. But how do we get there? To a tomorrow that we aren't just told, you're too young to understand. It's ironic how the kids from some of the most diverse communities and culturally rich areas are told to take a seat when it comes down to the issues that they feel the brunt of, because you're too young to understand. Crossing the river to the other side, to a future of capability and development, isn't an easy feat if the system hesitates to lay down the stepping stones beneath our feet. Are we not too young to pay the taxes of a support of a system that we don't get? Are we not too young to bury our youth in graveyard shifts to meet our families' needs so that they're met? Are we not too young to compromise our mental health and then rack up a heavy student debt? We're not too young to understand. The rangatahi of today prove time and time again that we are trailblazers, and that given the tools, we can carve a foundation strong enough to build a thriving community, one that celebrates differences and uses it as our strength. An educational reform to incorporate civics education across the country will not only allow young people to finally understand the role that they have in this democracy, but it's an opportunity to listen to those who are instigating change for us in a language that we can finally understand. Because it's been too many times that passionate individuals and communities have had things to say, but the mic is always on a ledge placed out of their reach. 5 days a week, 36 weeks a year, 13 years, but a few hours weighs too heavy? If we're expected to bear the load of tomorrow, then the sharing of this information is nowhere near a burden. Yeah, some young people are already up there calling for change, but we have to remember that we have 800,000 other kids with that fire in their eyes or that spark of potential ready to set tomorrow ablaze with hope and innovation. It is an honour to be stood here today with the hope of tomorrow and tomorrow's Aotearoa and call for the support, because right now it is the system's silence which speaks volumes. And trust us, we hear that loud and clear. So please don't hesitate to pass on that torch or even help us light that match, because it's only a small flame that we need to light the way for the leaders of tomorrow. Thank you.
I now call upon Rokura.